I'm Jim, and today we're going to be working on a 2003 Harley Davidson twin cam crankshaft. This thing had 55 thousandths runout on the end of the pinion shaft, and that's caused by the two flywheels being twisted on the shaft that where the flywheels are pressed together and holds the connecting rods there. So we have to find the high spot and the low spot on this on the pinion shaft and mark it on the flywheel. And in order to be able to true this up, there are frost plugs covering this pinhole, and I had to drill through one and send something in to knock the other one out, and then came back and knocked this one out. And now I can put a pin in that will stabilize the flywheels when I put it in my press to try to twist these wheels into tolerance. So what I've done is I built a block here and another holder here that I can put a pin through, which will be the axle for the flywheel itself. And we're going to put the flywheel in this press. Send the pin in, lift our connecting rods so we aren't applying any pressure to the connecting rods. This flywheel is on the back side of the press. This flywheel is suspended in the air, and the low side is up. The low side is the side you need to press. So I put a piece of aluminum on it, and I used a big impact socket just to apply pressure to this guy. The amount of pressure, well, you're kind of guessing. I applied a lot of pressure, and I said, okay, I think it moved, and then backed off, take it out, and put it back in your set of V-blocks and check it. Now, if you've gone too far, then the process is this becomes the high side and the other side is the low side. Now you have to move the mounts to the opposite side of your press so that you can turn this flywheel just the opposite way. I'm going to send these over. This one is drilled a little closer to the right spot. And I would put my flywheel in just the opposite way as I had done the first time. Now this would be the low side here. Okay, and when all is said and done, you take it out and okay, after each time you apply pressure in your press and you think you have moved it hopefully into the tighter tolerance that you're looking for, put it back in the vise, spin it, see where you ended up at, and determine if low is now the high or if you moved into tolerance. I went back and forth about 8 times before I got it down to 3 thousandths. I may be lucky, I don't know. I had it within 5 thousandths in one shot, and I tried to get it a little closer, and I went way out of tolerance, like 60 thousandths. And then I pressed again and I got her down to 3 thousandths. So once you're in tolerance, now you have to replace these freeze plugs that were in here. And I found some made by Dorman that will work. There's also an oil galley and this pinion shaft that feeds into the connecting rod pinion, or journal, whichever you'd like to call it. And you need to check this hole here and make sure that it is still clear. It's highly unlikely that you would twist this enough to go and cover your hole, but if it happens, you want to know. So take something, stick it down in there. I use some trimmer string, and it's clear. When you press in a new soft plug or frost plug, make sure that you don't press it in so far that you cover that oil hole up into this pin, or you will starve your connecting rods for oil and burn your engine up. So that's it. It should work like this. Thank you for watching.